Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jitter here, and in today's video what I've got for you guys is a tutorial on how to make Windows 10 much faster, and it looks like I need to calibrate my mouse again, but that's off topic. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a few tips and tricks to actually get Windows 10 to run faster, either when it's on start, off start, or anything else along those lines. So tip number one is to get an SSD. Today, SSDs are actually really cheap. I'm going to go ahead and bring Google up right here. One that I know of off the top of my head is a Kingston A400. I picked mine up for literally $17. And right now I believe they're 21, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go ahead and go check. This is 240. Let's see if I can swap to the 120 here. Come on. Now there is one downside to actually installing an SSD. Sometimes you have to wipe your hard drive, but that's to be expected. If you're going with the low capacity one, you're gonna have to wipe it unless you get a higher capacity SSD, which are a lot more expensive, like a 960 gig, which is almost $100. You can obviously do that. These they're really nice. The difference is night and day compared to a God, I'm drawing a fucking blank right now. It's night and day between a mechanical hard drive. These things just it's a night and day difference. So another thing that you might want to do is you're going to want to go into your task manager and you want to go to startup. And basically, you want to disable everything you don't need off a startup. So I have Steam, I have Discord, and basically these are the only two I've disabled, as well as Microsoft OneDrive. OneDrive literally eats RAM for breakfast when it comes to starting. This you're going to want to disable. Literally, you just right click it and it's going to say disable right here. So if you come over here, it should say disable. You want to disable it. Like it, it's a no-brainer. This stuff, like, you need to disable. The only one I have is iCUE, which is for my mouse, and that's because I have custom DPI settings and I don't want to have to fish out iCUE the entire time. But that, I digress. That's all up to you if you want to do that and everything along those lines. The Another tip I'd have to give you is clean your hard drive. Now, what the one tip I showed you was to turn things off on startup. That is actually a really good one. That is probably the best tip I can actually give you in the forms of that. Cleaning out your hard drive will make it easier to allocate all the program files for Windows 10 and everything along those lines. So if you have a game that you don't play, delete it. If you have apps that you don't use, delete them. You know, if you've got virus scans, I know this is a big one, disable them. Disable them on startup. Another one you might want to do is uninstall Skype, because once you sign into Outlook, it will keep opening up and pestering you until you do something about it. You want to delete Skype. It is just a big pain in the ass. I believe you could also delete the Xbox app. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. But I think you could actually disable this using, let's see. Trying to think. Hold on, I gotta search something. I don't remember how to do this. This is something I should have prepared for, but I kind of just said, fuck it. Trying to think. Let's see. Services. Okay, so you're gonna want to go to services, and you're gonna want to disable certain things. Superfetch is actually one of them. If you have low RAM, that you're definitely gonna want to disable this. Basically, you're going to want to stop. Superfetch doesn't really do much in terms of basically anything. Going to want to go to properties, and you can set it. So we're going to make it disabled. We're going to go to apply and OK. Let's see. So if you want to disable Xbox, this is how you do it. Over here, I wouldn't advise it because I'm not sure if like it's any of the stuff you need. But I wouldn't disable it if I were you. If you guys can look this up and actually tell me if you can disable it, that would be great. But basically, it's really nothing too big. So for Skype, all you do is you just search up Skype. You can right click on it and then you can uninstall it, but it's basically gone. I'm going to give you guys kind of an idea of like how much night and day difference that an SSD makes when it comes to hard drive. Basically, whenever you do something on your computer, it will sometimes take a while for it to, you know, pop up. See, this is really just snappy. It's night and day difference. Like if you were to get an SSD and install it and put your OS on it, it is night and day difference. What I do recommend is having a secondary storage device for basically everything. As you can see, there's certain things that I have on my SSD to actually get it to run faster. I've got my NVIDIA drivers. I've got all my, like, all the apps that you launch my games, like Origin, Steam, basically everything else. All my games are actually on my 2 terabyte hard drive, which is hold on, right here. As you can see, everything along those lines are on here. My MSI Afterburner, Streamlabs, everything along those lines. Now, it really doesn't matter what you put it on. If you got games like Rust, GTA 5, you might want to put them on the SSD because we all know those games have long ass loading screens. Rust especially actually has longer loading screens than GTA 5, I'm pretty sure, even though GTA 5 has some long loading screens. I actually need to reinstall GTA 5, but I gotta put a CD-ROM in my computer and I'm not down for that. Off topic, but oh well. If you guys actually want to get an SSD, I'll go ahead and drop the link for the A400 down below. I'm actually using one right now. It's the 120 gig. I literally just got it, and holy fuck, it makes a night and day difference. If you guys want it, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link down below, and we'll go ahead and see. I'm also making this video to actually test my editing skills because I just got a fucking new editor. So, Kingston A400. Here it is. Oh, they have bundles. What do you get in the bundles? Holy shit. What do you even get in the bundle? Oh, the mounting bundle. Most cases already have mounting bundles. Even if they don't, dude. Even if your case doesn't have a mounting kit, literally just go out, buy like $5 worth of Velcro. That's all it takes. You don't have to buy these expensive ass mounting kits or anything like that. A little simple strip of Velcro right there, it will do perfectly fine. I did not know those two. Wow. All right. Well, you learn something new every day. NVMEs are actually faster if you can do an NVMe. I wouldn't recommend doing them on laptops because most of the cards, Wi-Fi cards, use the slot that this would slot into. I wouldn't recommend using it if your computer uses a Wi-Fi card, if that is NVMe related. But I wouldn't. I obviously wouldn't do that, honestly, because then you're losing your Wi-Fi capabilities and everything along those lines. What? Okay, I need to stop. I'm going to go ahead and end it off here because I'm getting kind of distracted. If you guys enjoyed the video, or should I say if you guys liked the video, go ahead and like it. If you guys didn't, there's a dislike button. If I helped you out in any sort of way, leave a comment saying thank you or fuck you. Either one, that works too. But I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.